And then you might go, there's Easter eggs in the cupboard.
So now I don't. They're there in the shops, but on the phone.
Yep, right, last minute.
Yeah.
We used to buy it.
I buy better chocolate.
No, special.
Yeah,
But I ended up having to buy it twice.
Yeah.
They're all the kids' eggs.
Yeah.
No.
So it might be at the last minute. What's another strategy?
Ask your friends and family not to buy you any Easter
Yeah,
eggs.
it's a good one. It's like Christmas time. A lot of my clients, we were talking about before Christmas, they'll actually say to their friends, don't buy me chocolates, because some of them say, I don't even enjoy them, I just feel so guilty. I prefer to have them on Christmas Day, buy me a pot plant or buy me something else instead. So not to buy gifts, not to be given shop gifts. Does that mean what you're saying is it might be just your hubby or just your kids who buy you one egg, but you do get something with Easter, it's a token. I mean,
I always buy the really good brands, so they're smaller.
yep, so quality.
Yeah, the quality rather than the quantity ones.
Quality versus quantity. Yep, so you might get something really, really nice. Just a little dark chocolate milk bunny or something, and you might have that. Yep, what else could you do in order to get through the Easter season? What are the other sticking points? Is it barbecues or alcohol or what are the other sorts of...
Because it's a relaxed Asian time too, you just feel like you're not doing much.
Yeah, okay. So the question becomes, because we're not robots, we can't just keep going with all of that. We all deserve a break. I'm looking forward to Easter break. But then we go from being rigid to being supine. That's black and white. So now you need to think in your own mind, well, what other plans do you need to have in order to enjoy yourself in that festive season or even holidays, but still be mindful? What are the things you could still be mindful of, but rather than being really obsessed? Caution. So let's break that down. Caution. What would that come under in during celebrations? What specifics do you find might relate to you? Can I give you an example? This happens to me a lot with friends. Afternoon barbecues, you've all got cheese and crackers, then you've got the barbecue, and then you've got dessert. We all relate to that? Yeah. So portions, or portion, what do you do in that situation? So it might be, I've had clients who say, look, I give myself, I do that strategy of, I get hubby just to buy me an egg, and I have my hot cross bun, and it's all really good, I do my exercise, but then, for Easter Monday and all the other days in between, I have barbecues and niggles, and I've been pretty good in the day, I get there hungry, and that's when it sort of all falls on its head. So it's not your own environment, it's when you go to other people's environment. Can anyone relate to that? Yeah. So how can you, what are some tips when you are barbecues, continually doing all that? How can you be a bit more mindful but not obsessive, so it means you still enjoy yourself? What are the things when you're in that situation that you can take? Could take something healthy? Yep. Chances are your other friends would want to hug you because everyone's thinking, I'm a bit worried about me. It's the most popular indoor sport for Australians. I've said that to you before, managing weight. So you might have a nice platter with celery carrot sticks. You might have one good cheese, but you've got nuts, olives, the smoked salmon. You have a lovely flavour. So healthy flavour. What else?
Don't go to something hungry.
Yeah, that's a good one. So what sort of things work for you? Because you're right, we've found that you get there really, really hungry. So what's something you could eat that you know would actually sustain you before you get there? Yeah, so a handful of nuts is something protein based. So it could be a small handful of nuts, or it could be I'll allow that myself to eat the nuts when I get there. So it could be something dairy or soy or oat based. So it could be a glass of a protein drink, so it could be milk, soy milk, oat milk, could be yogurt. Sometimes people find that really, really helpful. So any of those low GI snacks I gave you, a low GI snack will sustain you, and that will actually take the edge off. So low GI snack. What else could you do when you're at the barbecue? And you'll probably find, I know when I'm sitting there, you've just got a rule like this, and I've had to really think about it. Because I used to think, it's just a treat. I go to a lot of conferences, and I'm always around those foods, so I've had to really think about what I need to do, because before it was just called calorie amnesia. By the end of it, you don't remember what you ate. You not had that before? If you have a bit of alcohol, then what happens to your decision making? So what do you need to do when you're in that situation, when you're around, sitting around all the food? What are some other strategies that you employ?
Don't sit so close to it.
Don't sit so close to it. Yep.
Yeah.
Another one that I do is I'll get a little, if they've got plates, I'll get a plate, or what I do is get a serviette, right? I just go and ask for a plate, and I just go and put a certain amount, give myself a bit of, you know, the nice cheese, blah, 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 on a plate, and that's it. So once I've eaten it, no more. Because I find if I don't do that, I'll just keep doing this, and I can't measure, hey, was that the 4th handful of nuts, or was that the 30th handful of it? Can anyone relate to that?
Yeah.
So sometimes it's just, whenever I go to any function, because I do so many of them, you know, if, as a dietitian, if they don't see me eating, what are they going to say? She's obsessive or whatever. But then if you overeat, like, well, you're not practicing what you preach. So usually I'll get a serviette and just put a few things there, and then I can make sure. So when it comes to the meal, what happens when you eat too many liquids? When it comes to the meal time, you just don't want to eat it, but you still anyway. Yeah. So what about, so there are a few tips for the nibblies. What about for the main meal? At barbecues, do you serve yourself? Normally? Yeah. So what are some of the, when you think of portion and what you've read and probably what you've seen from the meal plan, what are some of the things that you could actually keep in mind to just, because we're all going to eat a bit more when you're at someone's place. So how can you sort of compensate a bit when you're at the meal? What do you tend to do?
If you nibbles, like just do the one plate rather than like say yourself, this is one plate.
Yep. Yep, so keep to the one plate. Yep, great. What else?
Start with salad.
Start with salads, absolutely. Yep. So you pile up a whole heap of salad, maybe eat that first. What else?
Pick the smallest serves.
Great. Yep. So meals, salad, veg. So remember it's half your plate that you want salad or veg. Then maybe the protein, you might get the smallest like you said. One thing I tend to do as well when you're thinking about your carbohydrates, so you've got a quarter protein, a quarter carb, and half veg and salad. You've seen that in the meal plan. With the carbohydrates, bread, potato, rice, pasta, all that, if you've done a lot at the platter, with the platter, you may not need the carbohydrates. So you might do what Pete said and just go salad and veg, and then like Andrew said, I'll get myself a good serve of protein, but I might just actually serve myself the smallest. Who's done that before? So you enjoy the carbs from the platter, because you've got crackers and stuff. It's like if you go to a restaurant, and if you're paid for entree main, you might do the entree of the carbohydrates, so it might be a little risotto. Whereas dinner time, you might actually say, can I just have the steak and veggies, no potato? So you can actually do carbs and protein and veg. Or it could be at an entree, it might be just pure seafood. That's pretty low in fat, I'll just do the prawns or whatever. Then at the main, you might still cut the carbs because you know that the food's going to be pretty rich. Has anyone done that before? See, compensation. So all it's about is still enjoying yourself. No one's going to know you're doing it, but it's what can I get away with. Tips for meals. What about desserts? Do you find that there's usually a couple of desserts people bring? I find with my friends, all my friends, all my girlfriends, we all like doing desserts. Everyone brings a dessert, so then you've got this whole buffet of desserts. Ever had that before? Yeah. So what do you do in that situation? Probably it's all going to be fruit. So it goes back to portion in a bowl. You might go out of those 5 desserts, what are the 2 that I absolutely cannot live without? And it might be a bit of each. What happens if you say to yourself, has anyone had this point in time when you are at a party and you're thinking, no, I won't eat that, don't have the chocolate, I shouldn't have the dessert, I should just keep to the salad and protein. Ever thought like that before? What happens? Are you successful? No. Sorry? Sometimes, great. Sometimes it works. So for some of you it might work, particularly if you've eaten something before and you feel okay. The times that it hasn't worked, how do you rejig how you think? What needs to be your plan if that hasn't worked? Moderation. So shades of grey. Black and white, all or nothing. For some people that works, and you may have nailed it one day and go, you know what, I've done really well there. Another time it might be, I need to be a little bit more flexible. So not obsessive, but still very mindful.